Welcome back to another episode of Flipping Tables. Today we have an awesome puzzle game from Thames and Kosmos. It's called Ubongo Extreme Fun-Sized Edition. Now you may have heard of Ubongo. This is one of many versions of it, but this is a smaller, some more portable version of it. And if you have big fingers like us, it's a little bit harder, but it's still doable. I really enjoyed it.
Expert difficulty
mode for
giant-handed people.
What Ubongo is each player is given a card, and there's multiple of these cards, and you have to take these puzzle pieces that you're also given, and you have to place them in the white sections so that they fit, and you can only use the shapes that are given in one of the corners. So as you're playing through, for example, your first round, you're going to use the top left set. So in this case, we would use 7.
I don't know why you picked the B side to do the demo for.
Okay, we'll use the A side. There's two different sides. This is a B side, it's harder. A side is easier. Okay, Tycko. Yeah. Tycko wants easier. So this one would use, we would use this top corner here. Yep. So we're going to use 10, we're going to use 9, and we're going to use 3. So these 3 pieces, we then, and this is a versus game. So we would both do this. And there is a timer in the game, which we forgot to. There is a timer in this, isn't there?
No, this one here.
No, I was thinking of a different game. I'm sorry.
The first person who finishes, will then yell Ubongo.
That's why I'm thinking of timer.
And then count down from 20. The other player has
20 seconds.
20 frantic seconds to try to solve their puzzle, in order to still maintain a point. So if you've solved it, you get a point. If you solve it and your opponent fails to solve it within the 20 seconds, you get their point as well. So you'll gain two victory points.
If they don't solve it in 20 seconds. This is up to 4 players.
And one as well. It
is 1 to 4 players. So you could play this solo and just challenge yourself. So we would take this and we would try to figure out, how these pieces fit.
And you can flip them.
You can flip them around. You can flip them upside down. And then you try to fit them in. And we're trying to do this on camera, Tycko.
Yeah, good choice. I said let's just talk about it. But no, we want to embarrass ourselves.
So let's try putting that one there.
Good choice. Let's go with this guy here. And
no, that won't fit there.
No, but this will fit right here.
Which does not leave room for this shape.
Well, then let's just move this one off. And let's see if that one goes on now.
Like that?
Yeah.
And does that fit?
And then if we flip this one over and we drop it in there.
Look at that.
We would now yell Ubongo.
Ubongo.
And count down from 20. And any other players left in the game have that 20 seconds to solve their own unique puzzle. And if not, they get 0 points. And you get all the points from everybody who did not finish.
That's right. There are 8 rounds. And that's why the shapes in the corner count. So you each get 8 cards. So there's a stack. So 2-player game, you would create a stack of 16 of these cards. And then you each take 1. You flip to the A side if you want easier, or if you didn't do B side, you choose the B side. First round, you use the top left. Second round, top right. Third round, bottom left. Fourth round, bottom right. And then the last 4 rounds, you do the same thing. Rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
I know how to count.
You do. I'm sure you do.
And that's so what's interesting, Tycko, is that each of these puzzles can be solved with different shapes.
4 different shapes in 4 different ways.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at most of these going, I don't know where any of these are going to go. And you feel like you're going to there's not going to be any way to do it. And then once you get into it, it's extremely satisfying when you get that.
You get that fit.
You get this like, oh, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And it's a really fun game.
There's a lot of great spatial recognition, like looking at the shape you have in your hand and trying to figure out where does that fit most logically. And there are ones where, and this happened to us several times, where I'm solving it and the Tycko solves his in 10 seconds, counts down to 20, and I still can't even figure out one piece.
Where's the first piece go?
And then there's times when the same thing happens to me, where I finish it like that, and Tycko's struggling to finish his. So the other thing too is what's nice is even though we solved this even 10 seconds ago, are we going to remember how to solve it again an hour from now? Probably not. We're still be figuring, okay, where did it go? That's the replayability of this because, again, there's so many different shapes, right? And there's the easy side and the hard side.
A and B sides. Yeah.
Right? So the A side has 3 puzzle pieces each. The B side has 4 puzzle pieces each, which makes it a lot more extreme. And that's really it. It's 8 rounds, and you score points based on the number of puzzles you've captured because you solved it within the time limit. And again, that time limit is simply the first person who finishes their puzzle yells Ubongo and counts down from 20 to 0.
Slowly.
Or in seconds, as closest to seconds as you can. And if you finished within the 20 seconds, you keep your point. If not, the person who finishes first takes your puzzle card as their point.
Yeah, extremely satisfying game when you get it, and even when you don't. Like, we even took the time after each one we didn't, where we
to try to solve it.
Let's make sure this thing actually works. And we're like, oh, if I just flipped this
Right?
thing over,
oh my gosh,
I would have been done an hour ago.
Also, little tip: make sure you've got the right pieces. There was one point when it called for the number 2. I accidentally took the number 1 because I looked at color and I saw what looked like yellow to me, so I just quickly grabbed the yellow. Again, it's time. You're doing it quick.
Yeah.
I grabbed the yellow and I'm solving. I'm like, why do I have one empty space
that I can't fill?
That's because I should have had this piece and I would have finished it, long before that. So yeah, quick tip: make sure you have the right pieces before you try to solve your puzzle. If you love puzzles, I love puzzles. I love this kind of spatial recognition sort of thing. This is an awesome game. I absolutely really enjoyed this. Even when you can't get it in one round, it's still satisfying to just keep trying.
Keep trying to finish it. I would love to try. There is an Ubongo 3D.
That would be cool.
And I would love to try that. This the flat surface is difficult, but I would love to try the 3D version of this as well.
It's easy for the pieces to stick to your finger as you're trying to get them together, and it is a small, it's great for portable, but it is sometimes it's hard. Your fingers getting in the way of trying to solve it, and but it's still a lot of fun for puzzle enthusiasts. Again, that is Ubongo Extreme Fun-Sized Edition from Thames and Kosmos, available at your local retailer. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
OMG.